Alrighty, post-race press conference time here at the Wilson Security Sandown 500. Congratulations, Red Bull Racing Australia, on claiming victory today with Jamie Whincup and Paul Dombrell, and to SB Tools Holden Racing Team with their 4 drivers making it onto the podium today. James Courtney, yeah, give yourself a round of applause, JC. Greg Murphy, also Garth Tander, and Warren Luff with the Holden Racing Team these days, and back on the podium. Let's start it right in the middle. Jamie, you could not ask for a better scenario to get given the car with that kind of lead, the job that PD did, and then to wrap it up and claim the maximum points today.
Yeah, first and foremost, I believe Lee's all good. It was a massive shunt, so I'm just glad to hear that he got out unscathed. But yeah, our day was pretty straightforward, which was perfect. The car was very, very good. Peter handed over to me with a good lead, and then even after the safety car, I had a bit of lap traffic in between that caused these guys a bit of trouble as well. So yeah, all in all, everything was pretty straightforward. So not much more to report.
At the end of the day, you only won the race by a few seconds, but that probably doesn't tell the story for just how dominant you guys were today.
Oh, not at all. No, it was quite close there at the end. We're all pushing on really hard, doing low 1 minute 10 second laps, and that's the story of car of the future. There's no differences between the cars. It all just comes down to a few tenths here and there. But really enjoyed the weekend. I always like coming to Sandown. We all have the battle behind the scenes to try to make the car fast. Either down the straight or through the corners. So I really enjoyed that this weekend, and I feel like we got the balance pretty right.
Paul, that was an amazing performance earlier in the race. You drove beyond the first half, turning incredible lap times consistently throughout. What was the level of concentration like in the car?
Well, I guess really to start with, obviously when you start off the front row and you've got a car which is very, very consistent and quick, it makes certainly my job a lot easier. So we certainly pushed on, and we're obviously saving fuel there for a little while as well. And just how the safety cars fell, obviously it wasn't our plan for me to do 80 odd laps. Certainly I didn't know about it beforehand if it was. Yeah, with how the safety cars ran, and then with our fuel saving, we were able to sort of get out to 86 or 80, 87. So car was good, obviously enjoyed it. Made only a few small mistakes out there, which was a lot better than last year. So far so good. JC,
ripper job from Murph, the bloke sitting alongside you today, gave you that car in second today, and you went on for it. No, I'll ask you first. And let's just talk us through the restart, because there was a chance there. You were turning the similar lap times, and then the safety car came out, and everyone went, "Ooh, we're on for a race here."
Yeah, the lap traffic wasn't that keen on getting out of the way today. They wanted to unlap themselves, I think. So it was, it hindered us a little for a run at the end there, but that's the way it is. So we wouldn't have had that chance if we didn't have a safety car, because these lads had a few seconds on us. But the car was mega today. It was about 1,000 times better than we had here last year. The testing that we did before this event really paid off. So I think the car's really quite good. Really happy to be able to be turning the same laps as these guys and consistently throughout the whole race in the car, looking after its tyres, and to have second and third is a fantastic result for the team. Had a little drama with when I was trying to get past Jack there, and lost a bit of time, and GT looked after me there. He didn't turn me around, which was excellent. So I remember that one and put it in the bank, and so thanks to him for that there. But no, it's a great team result. Really good for the boys. They've been putting in ridiculous hours at our place, turning over the new stuff and get all the cars prepared for this weekend. And I can't thank those guys enough. So the only reason we're here this year, second and third, and getting the consistent results we are, is because of those guys back there putting in the ridiculous hours. So now we're this close, we can do fine tuning, and hopefully the boys can have a little bit more time at home with their partners, and we can go to Bathurst with some good car speed.
Well done today. Murph, that first stint from yourself, or right up until the halfway point when you handed the car back, was very good. Talk us through the start, especially because you were aggressive. You picked off a few right at the very beginning. It was a good drive.
Thank you. The start was everything, and yesterday was a bit average. Today was really good, so managed to sort of get that right. And although a couple of blokes in the first couple of corners didn't like giving their spots away, so it was a bit of a handful through the first couple of corners, and then got into a good rhythm, so it was good. But PD and Webby had some good speed up, so we sort of worked our tyre strategy for the first couple of stints. The last stint was better. We had good tyres, and it was definitely settled into a much better pace. So the car's really good. It's just a few little things, as James said, that we need to do, and just keep working on, and that will make a sizable difference. But making it happen is the hard part. So I really enjoyed it. It was great, and did a lot more laps than what we thought we were going to do. But it was nice to be in the car for that period of time and doing the job. Well done today. We'll take it over to your teammates, and Garth, a good battle there with Craig Lowndes towards the end of that race. Just typical concentration from yourself, looking in the mirrors and not making any mistakes.
No, I didn't look in the mirrors. I didn't know how close he was. So our car was really good, particularly the second last stint and the first part of that last stint. And then the safety car came out, and the car never really recovered after that. So we lost a little bit of pace there. So I have to figure out what went on there. But, to come back to be third after having to double stack early in the race, and we lost a lot of track position there. Woz did an awesome job. He moved his way back through the pack, and then we had good fuel economy. So I think we jumped Craig there with a bit of car speed and a bit of fuel economy, and then. Really happy with third. I finished fourth in the 500 here at Sandown 3 or 4 times apparently, so it's good to be on the podium. And obviously a fantastic result for the team with second and third. And the car speed we had at the end of the race there was really encouraging. Obviously, Jamie and PD were the class of the field speed-wise for the majority of the weekend, but I think we closed the gap a fair bit there at the end. So, real credit to the team. Like James said, they've been working incredibly hard, and it's great to be able to repay the work that they've been doing with some consistent results like what the team's been receiving. So. Really confident, really looking forward to a race in about 4 weeks' time.
Just quickly, what's it going to take to beat the guys next to you? I mean, it's great to have 2 HRT cars on the podium, but are you still a long way off being able to beat Jamie Whincup?
No, I don't think so. I think it was just, for us, it was probably a bit of track position today. Look, this year's proven that it's as competitive as ever. We've shown that we're closing the gap. We still feel we've got some work to do, but no one's unbeatable, and Jamie will be the first to tell you that as well. So we're going to the next couple of events as confident as ever. So there's a couple of things that didn't go our way today, but I'm sure there's 25 cars with the same story. So we'll learn from what we did today and make sure we implement and execute better next time.
Warren, current holder of the Pertec Endurance Cup, and good to show your speed back again. The start didn't quite go to plan for you. Were you a bit nervous about having to run longer in that first few stint there before handing the car back to Garth? Were you nervous about having to run longer than planned?
No, I wasn't really so much nervous, but got boxed in well and truly at the start and lost sort of a few spots and sort of had to fight our way back from there. And obviously double stacking is never ideal, but you just got to sort of roll with it. So we had to sort of keep fighting our way back. But look, as Garth said, it's been a massive effort by all the guys at the factory, and even this weekend, we've really transformed the car. We certainly struggled early on with car speed, but the boys just kept chipping away, and they just kept sort of soldiering on, and this result is a true testament to them, because they, as James said, they've been working massive hours, and there's been a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and to reward them with a double podium this weekend is great.
Does it feel good? Be honest. Does it feel good to finish ahead of the team that you drove for last year?
Yes.
Look,
Yes. No, that's why he wasn't getting passed. For you, was it?
Thanks, mate. Look, any time you're on the podium, obviously you're happy, but obviously there's still another one ahead of us. So we've still got a few more places to get up in a few weeks' time.
Well played.
Yes.
Let's open it up to the floor.
Don't rush us.
Thanks. PD, yesterday you were examined for a jump start. Is that something that stays in your head when you go and take the start the next day, or what was in your head?
I didn't think I did anything wrong, so it sort of didn't really bother me today. So obviously just ran a bit more brake pressure and made sure I didn't go before the light goes out. It's pretty simple. So, but.
You didn't do anything wrong. Why'd you have to change technique? Huh? If you didn't do anything wrong, why'd you have to change technique?
Mate, if you want to ask a question, get down the floor and put your hand up.
I'll go there.
I've been here before, deja vu. Arguing between people and
Wasn't it? You want to ask me a question?
Murph, is it true you're going to do a Frank the Tank if you won this race today?
Only if I was given permission by old mate.
I believe the permission was given.
Oh, no, we hadn't really sort of discussed it, but, those things have to stay in the can until, it's appropriate time, and today was not the appropriate time. Because 2 blokes over here bloody stuffed it up. Might have to go and practice in front of the mirror, though.
That football player really fucked it up.
Yeah.
Jamie, they are expecting you to say you're unbeatable. Are you beatable? Are these guys actually capable of taking you on and beating you at Bathurst?
Sorry, what was the first bit?
They say you're not unbeatable.
I don't understand any of that.
Can we just start again? Again, scratch all that.
Yeah. Say you're unbeatable.
Yeah.
These guys, have they got the stuff to take you on and beat you at Bathurst?
Oh, they're the factory Holden team. I've always had respect for HRT. There's a lot of smart people down there, and I expect them to be a serious threat to what we do. They've obviously been working very hard. Hard work's common practice at our place, so it should be a good battle.
You're now 273 points ahead in the championship. You prepared to declare it yet?
Oh, that's 30 less than Bathurst. That's 30 points less than the next race. So, yeah, long way to go.
I might ask the just looking towards the future a little bit. Ask the 3 championship drivers. Marcus Ambrose obviously rumoured to head back to supercars next year. His announcement, his retirement from NASCAR.
Coming out of retirement just to take him down.
Yeah.
I think a wild card might be appropriate.
Wild, all right. I mean, what's the reaction then to his potential move to supercars, and do you think he can still cut it? Would be the question. Maybe Garth to start.
Yeah, look, I only found out like this morning all the announcements, and yeah, look, it's obviously great to have a driver the calibre of Marcus come back to the series if that's what's going to happen. But I think the game's moved on a fair bit in the time that he's been away, so he'll have to. He goes all right on the road courses over there, but he's predominantly been turning left, so have to teach him how to turn right again.
Jamie, do you have any thoughts?
I was a bit of a rookie back when Marcus was driving. I remember following him in 2003, which was a huge achievement for about 3 laps before he disappeared. So I got a lot of respect for the guy. So it'd be exciting for me.
No comment.
Jamie, to follow on from that, with a new broadcaster next year, and Ambrose is a big name, you're going to be at least a 5-time champion. Are you comfortable with the fact that next year's championship may be presented as Ambrose forward taking on Jamie Whincup and a Holden?
Oh no, I don't think that'll be the case. I think there's plenty of talent out there. There's categories a lot deeper than just 2 blokes, that's for sure.
Last call. It's been a funny presser so far. Anyone else got any more jokes? No? Go for it. The points as they stand at the moment, Jamie has extended that lead. 273 points, you are the leader ahead of Craig Lowndes, who steps from 3rd into 2nd after just missing the podium. Frosty drops back to 3rd, and he's 279 points off the pace. The Giz stays steady back in there in 4th. And JC, you've jumped from 6th to 5th. So there's some good news for yourself. You're currently 361 points off the pace. And still plenty of time to go, as Jamie reminds us all of. Thanks for coming down today, guys. Congratulations to our podium. Hey, bring on Bathurst.